First, find 0.2 into 6, 8 into 4.6, 2.71 into 5, 20.1 into 4, 0.05 into 7, 211.02 into 4, 2 into 0.86. So you have to find the products. 0.2 into 6, writing 2 as it is and representing decimal with 1 and counting number of digits towards right hand side of this decimal. So in this case it is only 1 digit, therefore only 1 0 into 6. 6 to the 12 upon 10. Writing numerator as it is, counting the number of zeros and placing it towards left hand side. So only one place because only 1 0. 8 into 4.6. 8 into as it is, writing 446 here because 46 was the number. Now representing decimal with 1 and counting number of digits, it is only 1, therefore only 1 0. Now 8 6 is 48, 4 is carry, 8 4 is 32 plus 4 is 36, therefore 368 upon 10. Now writing numerator as it is, counting number of zeros and placing it with the number of zeros. Here number of 0 was only 1, therefore only one digit placed towards left hand side of the first digit. Here 271 as it is, representing decimal with 1, counting digits 1 2, therefore 2 zeros into 5. Now 5 ones are 5, 5 7 are 35, 3 carry, 5 to the 10 plus 3 is 13. Now divided by 100, writing 1355 as it is, counting number of zeros, here it is 2, therefore after 2 decimal places 1 2, so 13.55. Fourth, 201 as it is, decimal with 1, number of digits with 0 into 4. Now 4 ones are 4, 4 zeros are 0, any number multiplied with 0 gives you 0. Now 4 2s are 8. Now upon 10, writing number as it is, counting number of zeros 1, therefore placing after one digit towards left hand side. Here 5 as it is, representing decimal with 1, number of digits after that towards right hand side are 2, therefore 2 zeros into 7. 5 7s are 35 upon 100, writing 35 as it is, counting number of zeros 2, therefore 1 2. Writing number as it is, 21102, representing decimal with 1, number of digits 2, therefore 2 zeros into 4, 4 2s are 8, 0, then 4, then 4, then 8, 4 2s are 8. Now writing number as it is, counting number of zeros 2, therefore 1 2. Two into as it is, writing number 86, decimal with 1, number of digits 1 2, therefore 2 zeros. Now 6 2s are 12, 1 is carry, 8 2s are 16 plus 1 is 17. So 172 over 100, writing number as it is, 172, counting number of zeros 2, therefore 1 2. This is your question first. Second, find the area of rectangle whose length is 5.7 centimeter and breadth is 3 centimeter. So this is your box, you can consider it as a golden box. Then length of rectangle is 5.7 centimeter. So 5.7 centimeter is the length. Although it is a box, but since it is represented in 2-dimensional only, there is no height associated with it, therefore it is a rectangle. So this is the basic difference between a rectangle and a cuboid or a box. Whenever you view a box from top view, it appears as to be a rectangle. That is the only difference. Now breadth of rectangle is 3 centimeter. Now you know very well area of rectangle is length into breadth. You multiply it. Therefore 5.7 centimeter into 3 centimeter. Now centimeter will be, it will not be 2 centimeter, it will be centimeter square. That is centimeter into centimeter. This is what is meant by this 2 sign written over the unit of measurement. In case of cuboid, it will be cube. That is 3. Now you multiply it. First, forget this decimal. Just multiply the number. 7 3s are 21. 2 carry. 5 3s are 15 plus 2 is 17. Now count the decimals. So here it is only 1 point. Here it is nothing. So after 1. This is your second question. Find 1.3 into 10, 36.8 into 10, 153.7 into 10, and rest. So we have to find multiplication of all these. In this question and in this chapter, you have learned that multiplication of 10, 100 and 1000 leads to shifting of decimal point in the product towards right side as many times as the number of zeros appear. So what does it mean? It means first is 1.3 into 10. So you need not to go with the long form of multiplication, that is first converting it into fractions like 13 over 10 then multiplying. If you are multiplying with 10, 100 or any forms of zeros, there is a method to do it in a fast way. So what you do, you just count the number of zeros and you shift towards right hand side that number of times in the product. So let's do it. So first forget this decimal. Just multiply. 13 into 1 is 13. Now number of zeros is only 1. So we will shift one time. So one time. So therefore initially we were here, we moved here. So what does it basically mean? It means 13 whole number. Even if you don't write 0.0, it will suffice your purpose. Now here again, forget this decimal. Just multiply 368 with 10 or 1. So let's multiply it with 1. So you get 368. Now we were here, we count number of 0, 1, we move 1 places towards right. So it is again here. Therefore 368 whole number. Forget decimal, just multiply. So 1537 into 1 is 1537. Move towards one place because 1 0. So it is again a whole number. Now here again, just multiply it with 1. Forget decimal. So it will be 16807. Why? Because anything multiplied with 1 gives the number back. So now you count it. Number of zeros is 1. So you shift 1. Initially we were here, we shifted 1 towards right. Remember, this is towards right hand side when multiplication occurs. Whereas it reverses. We move left when division happens, which you will learn later on. Now fifth. So first simply multiply it with 1. You write 3110. Then you record number of zeros 2. So therefore we will shift 2 sides. So first 1, but we need another 0 here. That's why we wrote 1 0 here. So initially we were here, we moved 2 zeros towards right hand side. 1 2. 1561. You write first 1561 times 1 gives you 1561. Then you counted number of zeros 2. So you got to move 2 places. So 1 but we didn't wrote 0 earlier, so we have to write it in order to accommodate 2 digits. So initially we were here, so 1 2, that's why this 0 has to be written. Now first of all write 362 and count 20. So initially we were here, we moved 2 places, so 1 2. So you need not to write here because it is a whole number, 362. Now here multiply with 1, so 4302, 4307, you wrote it. You have to move 2 places. Initially you were here, so 1 2, you got the complete number, 4307. Now 5 ones are 5, you have to move 1 places because 1 0. Initially you were here, you moved here, so it is 5 whole number. Now 8 ones are 8, so number of 0 is 1, so you were here, you have to move here, so it will be 0.8, but as we have told earlier, it is better to write 0 before point towards left hand side. Now 9 ones are 9 again, but initially you were here, you have to move how many places? 2. So first is 1 and second is 2, therefore you have to add this 0 sign. Now 3 ones are 3, first you wrote 3 only, then count number of zeros is 3, so you were here, that means 1 2, so you need to add 1 0 here, that's why we have added 1 0 here. So what is happening now? So we are moving 1, then 2, then 3. It can be written as 30.0 as well, but you need not to write it because it is a whole number. That is your third part. Fourth, a two-wheeler covers a distance of 55.3 km in 1 liter of petrol. How much distance will it cover in 10 liters of petrol? Any vehicle having 2 wheels is termed as two-wheeler. Now, distance covered in 1 liter of petrol is 55.3 km. Given. Now it is simple. Now with 10 liters, it will be able to cover more distance, that is 10 times more. Therefore, we multiply it. Kilometer came as it is. Now we wrote, because we are multiplying with 10. That is what we have learned in previous question as well. You first multiply the thing with 1. So 553 as it is. And count number of zeros, it is 1, therefore move 1 digit towards right hand side, so 1, you get 553. Initially we were here, we moved 1 digit, so we got 553 km. So this two-wheeler will be able to cover a distance of 553 km using 10 liter of petrol. That's fourth. Fifth, find 2.5 into 0.3, 0.1 into 51.7, and so on. So we have to find again the product of these numbers. 25 over 10, you know why it came. Then 3 over 10, again same thing, 25 3s are 75, then 10s are 100. Now writing numerator as it is, counting number of zeros, 2, therefore placing at 2 places, 1 2. Then we have 1 over 10, then 51.7, 517 over 10, multiplying 517, 100, writing this thing first, 517, counting zeros 2, therefore 1 2. Now 2 over 10, 3168 over 10, and multiply it. 8 to the 16, 1, 6 to the 12 plus 1 is 13, again 1, 2 ones are 2 plus 1 is 3, then 3 to the 6, over 10 tens are 100. Writing this number first of all, then counting 2 zeros, therefore 1 and 2, 63.36. Again, you know it, how it came, then multiplication. So when you multiply it, you can do it in your rough. It turns out to be 403 upon 100. So writing this number 403 in two places, so 1, 2. Now here, rather than going with this way, you can also do it simple this way. Just forget decimals, multiply this number. 5 5s are 25, then count the number of decimal points. So it is 1, 2, 3. That is after decimals towards right hand side. You have to count number of digits. It came 3, therefore pointing 3. 1, 2, 3 from the last number. Again, 112 over 10 into 15 over 100. You know why it came. Then multiplication. When you multiply it, it gives you 1680. Again, do it in your rough, over 1000 because 1, 2, 3 zeros are there. 1000. Now writing number as it is, 1680, 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. By now you have learnt the basics. You can do them easily. Here we will do it in short. Just forget everything. These zeros doesn't make any difference. However, this does make. So 7 2s are 14. 7 2s are 14. 1 is carry. So you wrote 14. Then we have 2 into 1 is 2. So we have written 214 initially. Then we counted number of digits after decimal towards right hand side. So it was 1, 2 and 3 and 4. Now placing it 1, 2, 3, 4. That's why we have to introduce this 0 in order to accommodate this point. And this 0 has to be written before point. Now 10.05 into 1.05. How we can multiply it? By using our concepts that we have learned previously. Just forget decimal. First we will multiply 1005 with 105. So we have written this. This practice, try to do multiplication in such a way. So writing this thing as it is, split this because we have learned it. Multiplication is distributive in nature. So 100 plus 5. Now it is very easy to multiply. Just write the number and fix 2 zeros to it. We have multiplied this thing, then this into this. So 5 5s are 25, then 5 zeros are 0 and 5 ones are 5. Now adding it, 0 plus 5 is 5, 0 plus 2 is 2, 5 plus 0 is 5, then 5 plus 0 is 5 again, then 1 0. So this is the required number. So we write the number, but the decimal part is not fixed, so we will count it. 1 2 3 4. You have to just count the number of decimal places. These are called decimal places which are after decimal towards right hand side. So 1 2 3 4. Now fixing 1 2 3 4. So 10.5525 is your required number. Now this, forget everything, multiply it with 1, multiply this number with 1. The same number can be achieved because multiplication with 1 leads to same number. So 101.01. Now fixing decimal, counting 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. Simple. Then here again we have to multiply it with 11. In previous exercises we have told you the fastest way to multiply any number with 11. So first of all, you write the extreme number. Just forget the decimal right now. You have to multiply this whole number, that is 10001, with 11. Just write these extreme digits as it is. So we've written 1, 1. Then you have to add each two digits. So 0 plus 1 is 1. Then 0 plus 0 is 0. Then again 0 plus 0 is 0. Then we have 1 plus 0 is 1. So this is the fast way of multiplication with 11. You can do it with any number when you multiply it with 11. Now fixing decimals. So 1, 2, 3. Therefore 1, 2, 3. This makes your last question, question number 5.